I'm Romi Cortier, artist, author, and design expert, taking you on a journey through the world of art, architecture, and interior design. Hi, I'm Romi Cortier, and I'm here at my home in Beverly Hills, California. I recently moved in with my fiance, and I decided to give the dining room a makeover. Let me show you why. Can you see this? This is what it looked like when I moved in, and this was not going to work for me. Now, my man loves his kids, and he loves their trophies, but we had to put them all in storage, all 256. And that wood furniture, we donated it and gave it away because I wanted a fresh new black and white themed dining room. So, we're going to work on that right now, and Coco is going to go play on her Instagram account, Malibu Palm. So what we're going to do today is do a black and white themed dining room. I've already painted the walls bright white with Behr's Ultra Pure White, which is an interior flat paint that you can buy at Home Depot. It's so fantastic. 2 coats covered the horrible beige that was on the walls before. Then the other thing I did in the room is I created a wall tattoo, which you can see behind me, inspired by this gorgeous Poochie dress. I mean, don't you just love these flowing, kind of meandering lines? So that is this right here. This is how I interpret it for you. And what this does, it creates a little asymmetry in this room because I'm going to do some black and white photographs there and some color paintings over here. Check out this gorgeous chrome and lacquer credenza. We bought this at Plumbers, or as it's known now, Scandinavia Design, and it's a really gorgeous piece of furniture that's going to totally anchor the room. It's a little more expensive than everything else you're going to see today, but I think it was so necessary because I really wanted something to sort of set the upscale vibe to this space. Check out this gorgeous, gorgeous rug I have here. I have had this for 20 years. Now I spent $1,500 on this when I bought it, but it has been worth the investment. Look how gorgeous it is. 5 shades of blue. It is going to be stunning in this room. Right back here in this corner is going to be this beautiful lamp they got at Z Gallery a couple years ago. I think I spent about $100 for it. What I love about it is this black lampshade. Check out this stunning black and white photograph with the late Julius Shulman. I had the pleasure of meeting him in 2004, and he was one of LA's most iconic mid-century photographers. This is called the Kaufman House, which is a photograph he took in 1947 in Palm Springs. This is going to go on the wall right behind us. Just a little FYI, I've already hung the hooks on these walls and painted them white, so it'll make it much easier for us to hang this art. All right, next one. Now, here's another one of my favorite photographs by Julius Shulman. The case study house number 22, the architect was Pierre Koenig. Oddly enough, I was having lunch at Julius Shulman's house the day that Pierre Koenig died. So I was there chatting with Julius, and he kept getting all these phone calls from photographers and newspapers and people who wanted to offer their condolences and use this photograph in all the magazine articles to commemorate Mr. Koenig's death. This goes on the wall behind us too. Check out this stunning watercolor painting. This is by the late Richard Yard, and it's called Savoy, Heel and Toe. Isn't this yellow delicious? It's going on the wall right behind us. Look at this gorgeous watercolor. This is also by Richard Yard. It's called Green Shoes, and the color speaks for itself. Isn't this stunning? It's one of my favorites of his. And our third and final piece by Richard Yard, Savoy, Saturday Night. Can you believe this is watercolor? Look how stunning all this minute detail is. This is why he's such a genius and one of the foremost watercolors in the United States. You'll also notice while I'm hanging this last piece that all of these are hung at different heights. I didn't want to have a gallery feel. I wanted this to be very, very personal, and I wanted a little bit of movement on here. So by having these in different positions, your eye will travel across the wall a little differently than if they were all horizontal and at the same height. And also because there's all these wonderful big black solid frames on them, I wanted a little bit of movement through the wall. You're starting to see how this comes together beautifully with the asymmetry of the wall tattoo and the beautiful crisp lines of these black frames with this artwork. Next up, the table. Check this out. Isn't that stunning? It's a 1920s blue Art Deco table. They call it Industrial Era, which I really, really love. because it's incredibly rare. Also, it matches the carpet. So I've got two round blue things in this room to kind of tie together. Check this out. A fantastic black picnic table from IKEA. 200 bucks. I love this. I had the idea for it like 2 years ago and I found it and I couldn't believe my luck. It had 6 legs in the diagram, but I only put 4 in because I needed more room for people's feet to go under the table. So now, I'm bringing some great chairs for you guys. The thing I really love about these chairs is that they look like they came out of the forest. I love these whole cutouts in here, and this acrylic is super durable. So, did you know that Lamps Plus has furniture? Me either. Check this out, 50 bucks. A little lacquer bar cart with chrome trim, and I filled it with these great topiaries from Marshalls and TJ Maxx. They're like 10 to 12 bucks a piece. Great filler to add a little color to this already colorful wall. I love this silver ice bucket. It was a gift from my mom. She got it for $5 at a garage sale a few years ago, and I use it to put orchids in because I think it looks really, really smashing. This is one of my favorite things. It's a silver punch bowl. I inherited it from my mother's estate, and I use it to put orchids in because that way with every meal, my mother's at the table with me. Next up, I have this really gorgeous Kensington Art Deco tray that's polished aluminum. The details in this are so stunning. I love it when Aaron Brothers has a 2-for-1 frame sale. So, me and my fiance are going to the credenza right along with Coco. So, another thing from the 1980s, a piece of silver that I've had for a long, long time, and a great black candle. Drop it inside there. When the candle's lit, it gives a little extra glow to the space, and it kind of finishes off the whole black and silver thing we got going on here. Okay, so to set the table, I went to the fabric store and I bought this really great silk. This is 16 bucks a yard, so this $32 gives me a stunning tablecloth that nobody else is gonna have. I didn't even hem the ends. I just cut it off, throw it on the table, and if it gets dirty when you're eating, take it to the dry cleaners. It's very easy. But nothing like having a custom tablecloth for 35 bucks. There you go. Last but not least, a gorgeous bouquet of flowers. I actually made these from Trader Joe's. White hydrangeas with purple irises. They look great together. And check out these gorgeous plates. I bought these online, about $32 a piece. They go with the beautiful wall tattoo. So, that's it. This is our total made-over dining room. Total cost is about $68,000, and that includes the artwork and the credenza. Minus the art, credenza, rugs, accessories, about $6,000. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Romi Cortier, and this is Artful Living.